I was drinking because I had nothing else that was of value in my life. I didn't have any friends. I just had random people that wanted to get high.
Hey everybody, my name is Pej. I'm an interventionist. I'm here with my friend Grace today. We're going to talk about polysubstance abuse and in her life, her upbringing. It'll be a two-part video. The first part we're going to talk about where she was raised, what kind of childhood she has and had, and what kind of things that she got into. And then the second part, we'll get more into the recovery aspect. So Grace, nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well, Pej.
Okay, so tell me, Grace, what was your childhood like? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Northern California,
Okay.
primarily. I was born in Valdosta, Georgia. At 5, I moved to Arizona.
Normal childhood or around? Did you have siblings?
I didn't. No, not until I was 13.
Okay. And was there any turmoil within the house,
Yeah, absolutely.
within your life?
Religiously, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of rebuking the devil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And when was the first time that you went in the direction of using any kind of substance?
I was 13.
And what was the first substance?
I just took my father's random prescriptions.
Okay.
And then from then on, I started smoking marijuana. And I was drinking. Started with Fireball
Okay.
in Arizona. Yeah.
And then when you were drinking, like, were you drinking for the effect or to get drunk, or what were you doing?
I was drinking because I had nothing else that was of value in my life. I didn't have any friends. I just had random people that wanted to get high. So I did. And it was lackluster of anything. I would just black out immediately.
And that was how old?
14.
14, you were blacking out
Yes.
and coming to in different places?
Yeah, I would actually wake up on the pool chairs around my apartment complex.
Okay.
Somehow I got home.
Okay. And then later on in life, what did you start to get into, like into your adolescent period? Because I think you started messing around with heroin. Is that correct?
It is correct.
All right.
Yeah, at 16, I met a man who was 30 years old that I fell in love with. He was my soulmate, right?
So you thought?
Well, as it goes, yeah. And he was not my soulmate, but he introduced me to heroin, Suboxone, methamphetamines, and
So a 30-year-old man with a teenager, like as far as the heroin goes, when you first saw heroin, how did it look?
it looked so for me. I was so desperate to have somebody who quote unquote loved me that I wanted to be on his level. And when he was nodding off when I just wanted attention, it really bothered me. So I thought, why don't I smoke heroin too?
So you smoked it?
Yes, and then it progressed into shooting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you smoking it for?
About 5 months.
Like off a tinfoil?
Yeah, a
And-
tutor.
Oh, tutor. Okay. And then afterwards, you ended up getting into shooting it. Like the first time that you ever were going to shoot it, was he shooting it?
Yes.
And he introduced the idea to you?
Yeah, he didn't want me to for a little while. He was trying to protect me from it, supposedly. And then he decided that he would shoot me up, for me,
Okay.
because I didn't know how. I mean,
And were you afraid when you first about to shoot heroin into your system? Like, was there any kind of fear?
it wasn't because I didn't value my life.
Okay.
I was ready to die, and I felt like if I was next to him and nothing mattered. If it was his idea, it must be a good idea.
And then by feeling heroin from smoking it, but then now you were going to shoot it, was it more intense? Was it more direct? Did it work quicker?
Yeah, I was straight into my bloodstream. It was a lot different. It was different, a lot stronger.
And how long were you on it then in your adolescence?
From then, it was 3 months, and then he got arrested.
You got arrested.
Yeah, on a felony.
Okay, and then you quit?
No, actually, I stayed in the house and I smoked it with his mom, and I would pass out and wake up with my things missing because everybody would be coming to that house to get high.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it was kind of like a trap house, if you will?
it was. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And this was in Northern California?
Mhm.
All right. So what made you quit heroin? And obviously you quit super young, right?
Yeah,
Because you're 21 right now.
I'm 22.
You're 22 right now. And being 22 and not doing heroin for 6 years, why did you quit?
Well, it was never like a realization for me. When I was coming off of heroin and meth, I went to school. And right before I got to school, my mom said, "Hey, by the way, your grandma's dying of cancer." And I loved her more than anything. So I went to school, coming down off of heroin with pepper spray and a knife in my backpack. There were a couple kids talking, having their own private conversation. I took it personal and pepper sprayed the kid. From there, I went to juvenile hall. On and off for about 2
I'm
years.
a graduate at juvenile hall too. so-
Oh, yeah, you know.
Yes.
So that's where I kind of stopped doing heroin.
So you kind of, okay, so it wasn't like you went to a detox to get off of it. Heroin, you got locked up.
Yeah.
But you just didn't want to do it anymore? Like that wasn't of interest to you when you got out?
Well, it wasn't necessarily as available as it was,
Okay.
and I didn't go looking for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the first part of this video. We will continue to talk. In the second part, you can check out the link that's somewhere right on the screen. Thanks.